You are listening to The Hayley Osborne Show with me, Hayley, your host. This is your place to learn how to become the superhero marketer in your business, to become the number one in your local community, both online and your surrounding areas. Every week, I'll be teaching you how you can achieve the best out of your marketing, your business, and be the most fearless superhero version of yourself. Small business owners are the backbone of the economy, and I'm here to demystify local area marketing to help you reach more customers. Between myself from South Australia and my wildly inspiring guests from across the world, I'm so excited to discuss all things marketing your business with you. I believe in you, so let's get started. My awesome, beautiful friends, and welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show. This is episode 62, and I am so glad that you are here listening with me wherever you are right now, in the car, walking, doing your thing. Today, I wanted to talk about my 7 steps for making over your whole Instagram account, because I think that this is so relevant. I think Instagram is something that gets left behind when it comes to our bios and our whole account. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? What do we need to update? I feel like it's something that we kind of set and forget when we're just in the rolling through the motions of working in our business. It's a little bit like our website, I guess, where it's not set and forget. So you have to also maintain your Instagram, the whole Instagram really. So Instagram makeovers are really having a moment right now, aren't they? Now, I think it's really the perfect time to give your profile the makeover it deserves, because you're awesome and you're putting in so much effort. And this is the place where people land. So you want to really make a good first impression. So whether you just want to refresh your existing theme with newer photos and stories, or you want to take it to the next level with extra filters and colors, a total Instagram makeover could be exactly what your business needs. Not only can this make your profile look amazing, but doing so might just be something that puts you on the radar of attracting new people into your world. So don't wait to do it. Upgrade your Instagram page now. Take a look at it if you can. And then, what you'll see is a boost with new life that comes with that too. If your business Instagram presence isn't really quite up to scratch with your competition, don't worry about it. Don't worry what everybody else is doing. Stay in your lane, because it's not busy in your lane. And a total Instagram makeover is easier than you actually think. With the right strategies and the right implementation, you can create really engaging content that drives your brand's awareness, as well as growing your audience, because we all want that, right? So from your captions to hashtags, I've got 7 things that will help your Instagram account get the creative boost that it needs for comprehensive. I'm doing really well with my words right now. Comprehensive success. This is real, and I'm keeping it real. I'm not going to delete that, only because I'm a real person. It's been a big day today. What can I say? I'm a mum of 2 young children, and doing all the things. I just, it all fits in somehow, and sometimes it's okay to make some small mistakes. We're all human. So get motivated. Let's get back to business. Start optimizing your Instagram today. Start optimizing your timeline today. So one thing before we do though, I want you to reevaluate what your goals and what your purpose is on Instagram. So when it comes to using it, it's not enough to just upload content and wait for your followers to engage. It really isn't anymore. If you want to make the most out of this social media platform, it's really important for you to reevaluate your goals and purpose every once in a while, because as we evolve as business owners, so does our brand, and so does what we stand for, and things morph into other things, and you want to make sure that you're really relaying that within this space. So your goals might have changed over time, or you just might be in the mood for something new and you can't quite put your finger on what that is, but you can't quite relate to what you're currently showing up and appearing like. So whatever the reason, taking some time away from actually posting and being in the platform can really help you rediscover what motivates you, why you want to stay in this platform, and really get the motivation back to create some really high quality content that stands out. How cool would it be if each post gave your followers something to talk about? It's just, it is possible. And take some time now to really reflect on your goals and inject some fun into your Instagram strategy. So, what to remove from your profile and how to optimize your bio. So with the world of social media being so vast, cleaning up your profile can be intimidating, and it can really seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to. It takes a little bit to figure out what to write, what your name should be, what your bold sections should be. Keep your username obviously the same. There's a few tips there with the username that I will say is if your username is taken, or you want to still continue with, so for me, Hayley K Osborne is my username on Instagram. It doesn't start with any underscores or the word or a starting word or anything like that. It starts with my name because that's what people will search. So if your username starts with an underscore, see if you can take that out. And if you need to add something on the end, you can add something on the end. That's the way that I recommend, simply because that's what people will be searching for. And then when your Instagram account comes up in the search, they will see that is you. It doesn't matter what kind of anything that you have on the end. You could have a few underscores on the end, or you could have something like, I don't know, depends on guide, style, what else? Studio, could be anything, but that tacks on the end so that your front conventions is your business name. So even if it's already taken, so remove the underscores or anything like that, which make it really hard for people to find. And if you grew too much over time of stuff and posts, feel free to delete some posts as well. You don't have to keep them on your feed if they are irrelevant anymore. I know that I've kept everything on mine, but it's up to you. If that feels like you need to do that and that's spring cleaning, that's okay. You're the boss of your business. So you are the one to give you permission to do that. So, a cleaner profile means, a smaller online footprint, but it also means that you've got more control over the content. And it gives your audience, I guess, an overall better social media experience. So take charge of your digital presence. It's never felt so good. So you also want to include a really strong bio. Now, what that looks like is different for every single business. But what I will say is the bold section, which is the name section of your Instagram account, it shouldn't be your business name. It shouldn't be that. It should be your name, and it should be what you do. So I have Hayley marketing business coach. So that way, if you look cleverly in your direct messages right now, you'll see that's what comes up as me. It doesn't come up as Hayley K Osborne, because not many people can remember that and relate. So if I'm looking for a virtual assistant, for example, it will say virtual assistant, your virtual assistant, something like that. But that's not necessarily the business name of the virtual assistant. Does that make sense? So make sure that the name in your bio is actually you and what you do, and make it really clear. And then, obviously include some clear things in your bio that really represent your business, and make sure you have a call to action. So what do you want people to do when they read that? Where do you want them to go? And you want them to buy from you, message you, book a service with you, and that's what you want to write in there as well, because then they have somewhere to go. So make sure that you have a clear call to action. So another thing is creating eye-catching images is huge, and videos. This is something that I know that we all get really stuck on, but are your visuals stuck in a rut? Are they? Ask yourself. This happens to me from time to time as well, and it's really important to go back to basics and give them a revamp. So changing up your style and your visual style regularly is okay. You don't, just because you started with something, it doesn't mean that you have to continue with it. And this will make sure that you don't start feeling bored and repetitive, because if you start to feel that way, chances are that your audience will also start to feel that way too. So get creative with different themes, shapes, textures. Keep your visuals looking fresh. Keep it exciting. Keep it exciting for you. And that's okay. Try and come at it like being very nimble in this space, because when you are nimble, you have the flexibility to be whoever you want. You're the business owner. You get to dictate what that looks like. So bring out the bright colors if you need to. Get inspired by different trends in the design world if you need to. Go on other platforms like Pinterest and try and, come up with color boards and things that work with for you that you can actually translate over to this platform. So trust me, the more practice that you get doing this, the better you'll be at it, and the better you'll be able to create show-stopping visuals and create an impact. If you look through my Instagram account and you scroll way back, it looks so different from what it does now. And now it is so free and flowy and easy. And I try and make it really fun too, because that really is my personality. So just try and think about what works for you, what colors work for you. Just because you've always done something doesn't mean you need to keep doing it. So another way for a total Instagram makeover, writing really compelling captions and try and tap into relevant conversations is something that is really important. I'm not saying that you need to write in really long form, but if you are keeping up to date with things in the world and have a compelling storyline, this is something that really helps with your Instagram feed. So brainstorming really creative captions that can be used for all your posts is really important. Use hashtags to make sure your posts are seen and don't blend in with others. Create a hashtag specifically for your brand and business if you don't already have one. So I don't tend to hashtag my name, but I do hashtag superhero marketing. And I do hashtag superhero marketing membership, which is my signature membership. Most of the time, I also mix it up too, because it depends on what I'm talking about as to what hashtags I use. So I that is usually my hero hashtag. And I recommend that you do have a hero hashtag because it really helps your brand and your business. And then, engage with others by commenting on their posts and liking them. This is also a means of you tapping into relevant conversations, right? And then make sure you have a look too at taking advantage of the insights that Instagram give you, because then you'll be able to see how many people are viewing your content, when, how, what, where, all the things, and tap into that and replicate that as best you know how. So the ones that are performing the best, they're the ones that you kind of want to keep on repeating. Not the same, but same, but different. So another really cool thing for you to do is research trending topics that are in the industry that you work in, because that's huge. How-tos are massive. Why, how, what, why, when. Think about that, and think about that when you are telling your story within Instagram. Building relationships and encouraging user-generated content is something that is also essential if you want to grow your business. And it's important to be really genuine with customers and build a rapport, because when you're not genuine, it sort of screams BS a mile away, right? So the more that you engage with your audience, the more successful that you will be, and the more authentic that you will be. And don't forget to open up communication and also feedback from people within your community, because it really can create really good opportunities to continue the dialogue. So talk to your audience, listen to their feedback, respond to their posts, have meaningful conversations. It'll make them feel really valued, and that's what this space needs this day and age in 2023. user-generated content can also be a really great way to build awareness for your brand, and it gives customers something tangible to relate to. So what are you waiting for? Start building those relationships and watch your business soar. So you really need to just start with getting clear on why you're creating an Instagram presence in the first place. What's the purpose of this channel? Who are you trying to reach? Knowing the answers to these questions will help guide every decision that you have along the way. And it is one of the most powerful forms of marketing that we have ever seen. Social media, Instagram, more importantly, and it's growing every day. So don't think that, I'm only just starting. There's no room for me. There's plenty of room for you, and it does keep on growing. So just start and go from there. So once you've got a clear understanding of what this success looks like for you, what this makeover looks like for you, it's time to start cleaning things up. So remove anything that's not in line with your objectives. Optimize the bio, which is what I've mentioned earlier, and have a really strong value proposition and call to action. So now it's time for you to start creating some content, right? How fun. So I highly recommend that you go over these tips that I've provided to make over your Instagram. Make sure that you have clearly got something that really resonates with your style, personally, your personality, your brand, and try and be really flowy and let it feel easy for you, because when it feels easy, it doesn't feel like work. And your business, you love your business, and you really need to try and translate that love over to social media through storytelling, through beautiful creative. It doesn't have to be perfect, because done is better than perfect. But you just have to, I guess, reignite your love for the platform, and the platform will pay you back tenfold, guys. And with that, I have created actually if you are listening, a small business Instagram cheat sheet for you, which covers off exactly what must-haves you need on your Instagram. If you head over to hayleyosborne.com, you'll see it right there at the top. It's beautiful, and it is everything there for you to just have a look at and cheat off of, so that you can go through the motions and sort that out for yourself. I really hope that you've enjoyed listening to this episode, how to make over your Instagram in 7 steps. And I will catch you next week, guys, for another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. If you have, hit subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes released every Tuesday. And while you're there, leave me a review. I would absolutely love to read it. Also, don't forget to tag me at Hayley K Osborne, HayleyK Osborne over on Instagram, and share this podcast with your audience so they can get learning too. If you want more, head over to hayleyosborne.com.au/podcast for today's show notes and links. I've also got an awesome free ebook, a new one, waiting for you on my website, The 10 Essentials Every Local Area Marketing Plan Needs. And I will catch you next week for another episode of The Hayley Osborne Show.